Guys, what is good and what is going on? Sixer Nation, your boy BLSG back at it again for another Philadelphia 76ers live play-by-play and reaction. And as a matter of fact, live stream number 2 today here on the channel on this Saturday. We just got done with the Ohio State-Penn State stream a few hours ago. And now we are here streaming the 76ers game as the 76ers host the 1-3 76ers, I should say, hosting the 3-3 Memphis Grizzlies, as the 76ers off to a slow start this season without their two superstars in whatever that was about. People embarrassing me already, FYI. But anyway, the 76ers struggling to start off the season. 1-3 for them so far, but keep in mind they are without their two co-stars in this matchup in Paul George and Joel Embiid, meaning that Tyrese Maxey has to continue taking the charge. But the role players around Tyrese Maxey have also not been effective this season for the 76ers so far. So the 76ers will look to turn around in a game where the Grizzlies are also banged up, in a situation where the Grizzlies will hope to bounce back, but the Sixers hoping that will not happen here in this game tonight, as the 76ers will look for their second win of the season, and the Grizzlies will look to improve to a record of 4-3. Both teams banged up on both sides of the basketball here, but we shall see who comes out here with this win here tonight here in Philadelphia. Sorry, guys, getting a little slightly distracted here from an audience behind me. But like I said, we're going to get back on the usual schedule here. But shout out to everyone that's already coming through, ladies and gents. We already got 3 people up in here. Appreciate you guys for coming through and tuning in already. If you guys have not done so, ladies and gentlemen, please be sure to go ahead and hit the like button on the stream. Hit the subscribe button if you guys are new to the channel. And everybody be sure to go ahead and share out the stream so we can bring more viewers up into the chat. Even though we only have 2 right now. It was 3 before, but now we have 2. But without further delay, let's go ahead and get down to business here. You already know we got to start off with the chat, as we always do. Live stream number 2 today, ladies and gentlemen, as the 76ers take on the Memphis Grizzlies. This live stream is coming after Ohio State got a good win on Penn State today, hence the fact that I do still have my Ohio State gear on. The only thing that changed for me is the hat. I got the 76ers hat instead of the Ohio State hat. But at the end of the day, it's all about our 76ers right now. So let's see if they can get a win over the Memphis Grizzlies and get back on the winning ways here in a game that is kind of like a must-win before Paul George, at least Paul George returns. Charles Adderley, what's going on, my guy? Appreciate you coming through, tuning in. This is Bill Sports Channel. Great evening on the live stream broadcast. Yes, sir. You already know. Shout out to my guy, Charles Adderley. Appreciate you coming through, sir. Hit the like button if you have not done so, my guy. Appreciate you coming through the stream. Saturday night NBA action is fantastic. Yes, sir. You already know. Let's go. We stand by. Game coming up shortly. Yes, sir. They always started a little bit late. What else is new? They started up a little bit late. Not ESPN late, but late enough. You know what I mean? Philadelphia 76ers need this win tonight. Absolutely. You already know they need it. Absolutely, Charles. 100%. Right before Joel Embiid and Paul George come back, which we will talk about Paul George in just a little bit. Hit the like button and subscribe to BLSG Sports Channel for outstanding content. Yes, sir. You already know. Let's go. My guy, SG Sports Talk. What's going on, my guy? Appreciate you coming through and tuning in. Appreciate you coming through, sir. Hit the like button if you have not done so, my guy. Appreciate you coming through the stream. Shout out to the people up in here right now, ladies and gentlemen. But ladies and gents, before we go ahead and dive right into what I wanted to mention about Paul George, like we always do here on the channel, we also do go ahead and start out by going over the injuries for this game in general, just to see who's out, and more so who's out more than who's playing. But anyway, we're going to dive right in. So, listed as out tonight for the Memphis Grizzlies, shooting guard Luke Kennard was a full participant in Tuesday's practice, but Coach Taylor Jenkins said that the sharpshooter will need to build up over the next week, according to DeMichael Cole of the Memphis Commercial Appeal, who was the first one to go ahead and report that news about Luke Kennard. Then shooting guard John Conchar, listed as day-to-day with the quad injury, has been ruled out for tonight's game against the 76ers. Same thing going with guard Cam Spencer, in which the Grizzlies announced Friday that Cam Spencer, with an ankle injury, will be reevaluated in approximately 3 weeks to get a clear timetable of how long he will be out for. Also listed as out, guard Vince Williams Jr., and the Grizzlies also announced Friday, meaning yesterday in this case, that Vince Williams with a lower leg injury continues to progress in his rehab and is expected to return to play within 2 to 4 weeks. Point guard Marcus Smart listed as out for Saturday against the 76ers with a right ankle sprain, says according to ESPN. Smart, who has been ruled out of Saturday's game against the 76ers, sustained a right ankle sprain in the first quarter of Wednesday's matchup against the Nets and will be considered week to week. So week to week for Marcus Smart. Shooting guard Desmond Bane, who has been ruled out of Saturday's game against the 76ers, sustained an oblique strain in the third quarter of Wednesday's game against the Nets and will be considered week to week moving forward. So same thing with Marcus Smart. And then the final guy listed as out here for the Memphis Grizzlies will be forward G.G. Jackson II. As according to ESPN, G.G. Jackson with a foot injury said on Tuesday referring to this past week, on FanDuel's Run It Back show that he's targeting a return around mid-January. So it'll be a little bit before we see G.G. Jackson back in action here for the Memphis Grizzlies. But that is not important right now. The Memphis Grizzlies, full of injuries up to this point. So we shall see what they can do with a very short-handed squad here this evening. And now over to the other side, where we go over to the home team for tonight in the Philadelphia 76ers. And the same injuries for the 76ers. Obviously, we know Paul George is listed as out with the knee injury. And I will discuss a little bit more on Paul George in a little bit. But according to ESPN, it says Paul George with the knee injury has been ruled out for Saturday's matchup against the Grizzlies, according to Kyle Neubeck of allphilly.com, was the first one to go ahead and report it. And then center Joel Embiid with the knee injury was a full participant in Friday's 5-5 scrimmage, but 1 point in Saturday's game against the Grizzlies, according to Adam Aronson of phillyvoice.com, who was the first one to go ahead and report that for the Philadelphia 76ers. But I want to go back to Paul George a little bit, and then we'll dive back into the chat here, ladies and gentlemen. So it is being rumored that even though Paul George will not play in this game tonight against the Memphis Grizzlies, the 76ers do start the West Coast trip this upcoming week. We won't be streaming any of the games, just so you guys know. I don't think, because I think they're all at like 10 o'clock or after. I'm pretty sure. If I go back to it, it'll probably say they're all at like 10 or something. Yeah, so we won't be streaming the Suns game. We won't be streaming the Clippers game. And we won't be streaming the Lakers game. We might not stream the Charlotte Hornets game, depending on if I do believe the Eagles play as well, I'm pretty sure. So we might be on a little bit of a hiatus, ladies and gentlemen, in terms of these live streams, but trying to put out as much content as humanly possible. So we're going to be on a little bit of a hiatus here after this live stream because we're not going to be able to do the entire West Coast trip. And then 11/10 being a Sunday, 11/10 being a Sunday against the Charlotte Hornets, I don't know what time the Eagles play. So, like, if the Eagles play at like a 4:25 game, I probably won't stream it because that'll cut right into the 76ers game. But if the Eagles do play at like 1 o'clock, I'll probably stream that game. So we'll figure things out. We'll figure things out for sure. But yeah, guys, you won't be able to hear from me for a couple live streams because, again, it's the West Coast trip. Like, who really streams the West Coast games? Like, not a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? But again, I want to talk right back in on about Paul George here. So In addition to Paul George and Joel Embiid being full participants in practice and in 5-on-5 scrimmages, Paul George is rumored to be with the team for the West Coast trip. So a return for Paul George is coming very soon, and looks like it is going to be on the West Coast trip. But we have yet to hear a status on Joel Embiid to see if he is going to be back for the West Coast trip. But hopefully we get some news in the coming days to see if Joel Embiid will be back for the West Coast trip or if he will have to stay home for the 76ers. But it is being heard of that Paul George will be with the team for the West Coast trip. So we will see Paul George return in the coming days, hopefully. As the starting lineups come in here for both teams right now, for the Memphis Grizzlies is John Morant, Jalen Wells, Jake LaRavia, Jaren Jackson Jr., and the rookie out of Purdue, Zach Edey. For the Philadelphia 76ers is Tyrese Maxey, Kyle Lowry, Kelly Oubre Jr., Caleb Martin, and Andre Drummond drawing the start at the 5 against Zach Edey. Coming to you guys live from the Wells Fargo Center, home of the Philadelphia 76ers, here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, in Center City. The 76ers looking to go ahead and get this win. It'll be Andre Drummond versus Zach Edey here in the tip-off. Let's do the Sixers. MC saying what's up to Charles. Everyone just saying what's up to each other in the chat. As the tip-off is underway, Zach Edey wins the tip here for the Memphis Grizzlies. And here we go from the Wells Fargo Center. John Morant with the ball here for the Grizzlies, kicking it out to Jalen Wells. Wells coming in the paint. Going to drive, going to try to put it up for two. Cannot get it home. Rebound here by the Sixers down the other end. And Maxey coming away with the rebound here, now into the hands of Kyle Lowry. Lowry with the ball with the bounce pass over to Caleb Martin. Martin going to find Drummond. Drummond guarded here by Zach Edey, the rookie out of Purdue. Drummond gets it to Lowry over to Oubre. Oubre standing in the corner, kicking out to Lowry, the veteran, spinning against Morant. Going to kick it out to Drummond. Drummond, the triple here from the corner. Hits off the iron and hits off the window, and it'll be rebounded here by the Grizzlies. Here come the Grizzlies now. Morant with the ball. Coming in the paint. Morant battling, kicking it out. Edey, the triple. Can't get it to go. Rebounding here by Andre Drummond. And now into the hands of Tyrese Maxey, it will go. Maxey with the ball going to his left. Maxey going to drive against Edey. Going to put it up. Blocked by Edey before it got to the glass here. With 10:54 remaining here in this first quarter. But it's going to be a loose ball foul, actually, on Jalen Wells. So the 76ers will retain possession of the basketball here. So that's massive. Here we go. Lowry on the inbound. Inbounds it to Drummond. Drummond going to battle here against Edey. Going to give it off to Oubre. Oubre with the ball. Going to float it up to Drummond. Drummond going to work in the paint. Drummond working now against Aldama. Drummond going to put it up for two. Cannot get it to go. Rebound here by Aldama for the Memphis Grizzlies. Santi Aldama going to get it over to Jaren Jackson Jr. for three. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Edey out to Wells. Wells with the layup, and it is good here for Jalen Wells to start off the game here for the Memphis Grizzlies. 76ers had a good defensive stretch here for a hot second as Lowry backs up. Lowry looking. Bounce pass to Drummond. Drummond going to go to work and kick it out to Martin, to Maxey, to Oubre. A triple for Oubre. Denied by the rim. Rebounded here by the Grizzlies. As John Morant with the ball sends it over to Edey. Edey going to kick it out to Jalen Wells. A triple. That's no good. Rebounded here by Kyle Lowry. And here come the Sixers. Oubre trying to drive, trying to work against Morant. Bouncing it, deflecting it off the window, rather, I should say. No good rebounding here by the Grizzlies. As Morant here with the ball bringing it down the other end. Morant going to drive it down the floor. Morant going to kick it out. Jalen Wells a triple from the corner. That's good. And the Grizzlies, just like that, out to a 5-0 start here against the hometown Sixers. Now the Sixers will look to respond. Here comes Martin, bring it down the floor. Martin, dancing, looking. Battling against Edey, going to give it off to Drummond, who will work against Jaren Jackson Jr. Drummond going to back in, trying to lay it up for two. Cannot get it to go. Rebounded here by Santi Aldama. Who will bounce passes over to John Morant at the right wing. Going to kick it out to Jaren Jackson Jr. for three. Can't get it to go. But a foul will be called here with 9:08 remaining here, and this will be against Kelly Oubre. MC co-moderator, great evening. I'm going to a San Jose Sharks game tonight in San Jose, California. Yes, sir. Hopefully have fun, man. Go Memphis. Hey, we got our classic trolls in the chat. Morant inbounds the ball into Santi Aldama, who will get over to Jaren Jackson Jr. Jaren Jackson battling, working, puts it up for two, can't get it to go. And this will be a foul called against Andre Drummond. But this will just be an inbound pass, though, for the Memphis Grizzlies since there was no shot attempt before the foul was called. Inbound passes in here from John Morant into Santi Aldama. We'll get over to John Morant. Morant working here against Caleb Martin. Morant looking. Morant going to the left, going to put up a shot while leaping for two, can't get it to go. Rebounded here by Caleb Martin, and here come the Sixers. Martin working against Aldama, going to kick it out. Oubre trouble from the top of the key, and bang, here we go. The 76ers finally on the board. Took 1-3 from Kelly Oubre, but they finally got on the board here as Morant's going to go to work, put it up for two, but he is fouled on the play here by Kyle Lowry. Philadelphia Eagles versus Dallas Cowboys, Sunday, November 10th at 4:25 Eastern. Is that the game I was talking about earlier? Yeah. So yeah, I probably won't do the Sixers game because I'll be too into the Eagles game. As it looks like the first one of the line was good here for John Morant. John Morant averaging 9.4 assists per game in addition to 5 rebounds and 20.4 points per game, as the second free throw is also good here at the line for John Morant. Here come the Sixers, bring it down the floor. Lowry with the ball, going to get over to Maxey. Maxey around that screen. Maxey making Jalen Wells lose it, and Maxey's triple is true. Tyrese Maxey putting the 76ers down by one. Morant on the pass to Aldama. Over to Jaren Jackson Jr. Jackson kicking it out. Morant, the pump fake against Martin. Morant, bounce pass to Edey, who will work against Drummond. Edey puts it up, and Edey's shot is good. Here you go. There's Kelly Oubre bringing the ball down the floor. Oubre going to work here against Morant. Oubre going to the right. Oubre going to lob it up to Maxey. Maxey standing in the corner, falls to the ground. This will be a blocking foul here. It looks like against John Morant. There will be lineup changes coming in here for the Memphis Grizzlies. Scottie Pippen Jr., Jake LaRavia, and Jay Huff will all enter the game to replace Jaren Jackson Jr., Zach Edey, and Jalen Wells. Whether you're actively chatting or enjoying the stream quietly, you make BOC Sports Channel what it is. Feel inspired to join the chat. You are welcome to do so at any time. Yes, sir, you already know. And this I'm not going to talk about. Here we go. Here come the Sixers after the inbound. Maxey with the ball going all the way back. Working against Pippen Jr. Maxey looking, dancing. Maxey. The floater for two is good. Big time shot for Tyrese. And Jay Huff going to lose the ball. And will not have a chance to come away with points here. 76ers will look to take advantage here while the score is 9-8. Maxey on his right. Maxey a triple. No good off the back of the iron and rebounded here by Jake LaRavia. Now in the hands of Scottie Pippen Jr. gets it over to Aldama. Aldama going to go to work here and find John Morant. Morant guarded by Caleb Martin. Morant going to the right, walking with it, kicking it out. Jay Huff for three, and this is good for Jay Huff. Coming off the bench and splashing a triple. Now Kyle Lowry bringing the ball down the floor. Lowry going to get it over to Tyrese Maxey. Maxey going to his right. Maxey tried to kick it out to Oubre. Maxey tried to kick it out to Oubre, but it'll go out of bounds. And a timeout called here by the 76ers to talk things over, as they're once again not off to the best start, but are only down 4 to the Memphis Grizzlies, with the score being 12-8 with about 6.5 minutes remaining here in this first quarter. But yeah, guys, once again, another one of the big 76ers problems. He's getting off to a fast start. It's like I'm watching the Eagles all over again before they started to get clicking. I mean, you're gonna need other players to step up. Like, why aren't we getting Drummond in the paint more where he works out best? I get that he's working on the jump shot, but you don't just come out here and address yourself as now being a shooter. You just don't come out here and just address yourself as a shooter. You got to do what your strengths are, and that's getting the paint, and that's exactly what Drummond needs to do. As Charles says, let's go. Hey, man, you already know. Asia Roberson, what's going on? Appreciate you for coming through and tuning in to the live stream. Hit the like button if you're not done so. Asia, appreciate you for coming through the stream. This is live stream number 2 today, Asia Roberson. So appreciate you for coming through this for the second time around. So it looks like we're going to have a lineup change here for the 76ers as Gershon Yabusele is going to enter the game here. Looks like is he going to replace Caleb Martin? Hold up. Who's Gershon coming in for? We got all the 76ers players showing the Halloween photos. Like, this is their one way of building chemistry together, is literally by bringing up the Halloween photos. Like, what is this? Okay, so for the Philadelphia 76ers, Gershon Yabusele will enter the game here to actually replace Andre Drummond. So the 76ers once again going with the small ball lineup here, which I have no idea why they're doing so. As Lowry inbounds the ball here to Caleb Martin, and the first quarter is now back to action. As Martin tries to drive for a layup, can't get it to go, but a foul will be called here against Jake LaRavia. And Caleb Martin will step to the charity stripe here to shoot 2 free throws. As we do see Jared McCain on the bench, he will hope to get some playing time here tonight against the Memphis Grizzlies, while Paul George and Joel Embiid are still banged up. But Caleb Martin this season so far has been a very scrappy player, and what the 76ers have looked for from him this season, averaging about 12 points per game and just about 8 rebounds. First one at the line is good for Caleb Martin. Second one at the line for Caleb Martin. Bounces off the back of the iron and will miss. And now this ball will be picked up now on the defensive side by John Morant. Now John Morant will bring it down the floor. Morant guarded here by Caleb Martin. Morant going to try to find his man. And John Morant once again with the laser pass here to Jake LaRavia, I think. And once again, John Morant with these absolute darts are just not panning out well. As Maxey the ball gets over to Caleb Martin, a triple. That comes up short. Rebounded here by the Grizzlies. Here they come down the other end. Scottie Pippen Jr. going to kick it out. Aldama, 3 from the top of the key, cannot get it to go. Rebounded here by the Sixers. As Oubre gets the ball over to Lowry. Lowry back to Oubre. Oubre at the top going to find Gershon Yabusele. Going to get it over to Maxey. Maxey going to kick it out. And that is going to be brought back by Maxey, who somehow gets it back. Maxey looking, kicking out, bounce pass to Oubre, a triple, nylon for Kelly Oubre. Nothing but nylon here for Oubre with less than 5.5 minutes to go. And this game is tied. Scottie Pippen Jr. triple. Nearly a wedgie here, but the ball comes right back down. Here comes Lowry down the other end, going to find Yabusele. Yabusele a triple. No good. Rebounding here by Morant. Morant bringing it down the other end. And kick it out to Pippen Jr. out to LaRavia for a triple. Can't get it home. Rebounded by Pippen Jr. Puts it up, and that is denied. Rebounded by Caleb Martin. Into the hands of Maxey. Here come the Sixers. Maxey backpedaling. Maxey working. Maxey to Oubre. Oubre another one. Nothing but nylon here for Kelly Oubre Jr. in the first quarter. Give him another triple, coach. Let's go. 7-0 run for the 76ers in about the last 2 minutes. Jay Huff a triple. Way off the mark. And rebounded by Oubre. Into the hands of Tyrese Maxey, who will space the floor. And here come the Sixers. Maxey still spacing the floor. Maxey working against LaRavia. Maxey to the right, going to find Oubre. Another triple. Can he find it again? No. Rebounded by Aldama. And here come the Grizzlies down the other end. Aldama going to find Jay Huff, who will drive to the basket. Huff going to kick it out to Aldama. Aldama going to work. Kick it out. Jay Huff, a triple from the top. No good. They're all denied here from the Memphis Grizzlies. And here come the Sixers as they get the rebound on the defensive end. Lowry, the basketball here. Lowry looking to bounce pass to Tyrese Maxey, and he misses the layup. Rebound here by Scottie Pippen Jr. Pippen to LaRavia. LaRavia kicking it out to Morant. The pump fake coming on the inside. Morant still looking. Morant dancing around. Morant, the behind the back pass to Scottie Pippen Jr. to Jay Huff over to somehow in the world finds Jake LaRavia open from the left wing for three, and it is good. And a timeout called here by the 76ers and Nick Nurse to talk things over. The offensive side of the ball for the 76ers has been clicking, but the defensive side of the ball, not so much, with all these threes and it being a three-point contest here in the Wells Fargo Center so far. As this game is tied at 15 points apiece, but is the 76ers now on a 7-3 run here in this first quarter. And guys, we changed the scoreboard. We changed the score of the scoreboard after every commercial break, just so you guys know, for any new viewers. For any new viewers that are up in here, we changed the scoreboard after every commercial break. Or during every commercial break, I should say. MC saying, what's up to Asia in the chat? VOC Sports Channel is awesome. AMC, I appreciate that, though, for real. Much love and respect. Ryan Bro, what's going on, my guy? Appreciate you coming through and tuning in today. Sir says, let's go. You already know what is Ryan Bro. Appreciate you coming through and tuning in. One of the usual regulars to the channel, my guy Ryan Bro. Appreciate you coming through and tuning in tonight, sir. Hit the like button if you have not done so, Ryan Bro. Appreciate you coming through the stream. So go, Ja. Here we go. The troll of the chat. SG Sports Talk up in here. What else is new? Come on, guys. We got 7 people up in here. That means we should have 7 likes on this live stream. Come on. And, guys, be sure to share this out with any Sixers fan that you might know that might be interested in this type of content. We also cover the Philadelphia Eagles on here. We do a little bit of Phillies and Flyers every now and then. And then we also cover Ohio State, in which I just did a stream earlier, in which they did get a massive win over Penn State. Hence the fact I'm still wearing my Ohio State shirt. Great to see them get a win against the top 5 team in the country, a top 3 team in the country, actually, in the Nittany Lions. And by the way, just so y'all know, for all the people out there that are Penn State fans, see if I can do this right. 8 years and counting. It should be this way. 8 years and counting, ladies and gentlemen, for all the Penn State fans out there. 8 years and counting. Penn State not capable of beating Ohio State again, no matter who is on their team. It's amazing. They won't be able to change anything until they find a way to fire James Franklin. Because that dude is so overrated. It's not even funny. But someone else needs to get it going here outside of Kelly Oubre. I mean, Tyrese Maxey, you got to start clicking, man. Let's see what these 76ers can do here as Oubre will bring it down the floor here for the 76ers. Oubre going to kick it out to Gershon. Yabusele going to find Maxey. Maxey going to go to work. Maxey back out to Yabu over to Eric Gordon. Gordon back out to Yabu. Yabusele a triple, and that's good for Gershon Yabusele. Here we go. LaRavia with the ball. Going to get over to Brandon Clark. Over to Wells here. Back over to LaRavia. Back over to Wells. Wells going to go to work. Wells going to find his man. It's going to be Scottie Pippen Jr. going to drive to the cup. Going to float it up for 2, and it is good. Jalen Wells. That's the name of number 0. Speaking of which, he's guarding Tyrese Maxey right now. Maxey going to get it over to Oubre. Oubre going to the left, looking for a screen from Gershon Yabusele. Going to find Maxey as Oubre. Maxey looking to go to work here. Maxey driving. Maxey the step back, the triple, and you better believe it's good. for Tyrese. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. Scottie Pippen Jr. with the ball, going to find Jalen Wells. Going to get it over to Brandon Clark. Back to Wells. Over to Pippen. Pippen going to drive. Pippen going to put it up for two. Denied by the Sixers. And it's going to stay with the Grizzlies with 9 seconds on the shot clock and 2:02 left to go here in the first. And again, these passes from Ja Morant have just been a little wicked so far in this game. He's given up a couple turnovers here as the inbound pass right away from Pippen to Wells is good off the inbound pass from Scottie Pippen Jr. Now here come the Sixers looking to respond. As Caleb Martin trying to drive to the cup, puts the ball up for two, will not be able to get it to go, but the foul will be called here against Brandon Clark down the other end. If you're not done so already, pause now and give the like button a thumbs up. Hey, appreciate Charles Arley for letting y'all know, but just so y'all know, though, y'all don't even have to pause the live stream. Y'all can just click out of the chat, hit the like button, and come right back in and chop it up. First one of the line is no good for Caleb Martin. Caleb Martin, you need to make those. You need to make those. Without committing, you will never start. Without consistency, you will never finish. Hey, man. Shout out to my guy Charles Arley for the inspirational quotes. We should quote all of these every single time they're dropped in the chat. Second one of the line for Caleb Martin is good, so we will go 1 of 2 from the charity stripe here on this trip. Inside 2 minutes, so here we go. Scottie Pippen Jr. with the ball here for the Grizzlies. Looking, going to dart it over to Jalen Wells. A triple for Wells. That's good, and they're actually going to call it as a long 2 for the Memphis Grizzlies. So it's now 22-21. The 76ers are still with the lead. Martin says, get off of me to Scottie Pippen Jr. Martin still looking. We have a kick ball here against Jaren Jackson Jr. So the 76ers will keep possession of the basketball here. And it looks like Tyrese Maxey is going to go over to inbound the ball. Maxey set to inbound. Maxey going to lob it up to Gershon Yabusele. Going to get back over to Maxey. Maxey coming around the screen from Gershon Yabusele. Maxey going to find Eric Gordon. Eric Gordon going to drive to the cup. Going to lay it up off the window. And for 2, it is good for Eric Gordon. The veteran making his presence felt. Jake LaRavia with the ball. LaRavia trying to throw it to somebody, and there is nobody. Here comes Caleb Martin. The layup is no good, but a foul called on Jaren Jackson Jr. Caleb Martin should have been set to take that coast to coast, but got denied by Jaren Jackson Jr. despite a foul call. But this will send Caleb Martin to the charity stripe here to shoot 2 free throws and a chance to put the 76ers up by 5. Like Caleb Martin was getting ready for a potential and 1 call. I'm not sure what they're holding back for. Oh, maybe they're trying to call flagrant. Oh, man. Yep, they're going to go see if this is a flagrant 1 on Jaren Jackson Jr. So we shall step aside as the 76ers have the lead over the Memphis Grizzlies with the score of 24-21. But will this foul get brought up to a flagrant foul on Jaren Jackson Jr. and make it a flagrant 1 on the Memphis Grizzlies? We shall see. I mean, it looked like he didn't mean to hit Caleb Martin in the face. So I will not be shocked if this is not a flagrant 1, if they just treat this like a common foul. Because, I mean, Jaren Jackson Jr. was trying to play the ball. He didn't mean to hit Caleb Martin in the face. Jaren Jackson Jr. was trying to play the ball and not Caleb Martin. Yeah, if I think that's the case, if that is the case, then this should probably just remain as a common foul. But in the meantime, guys, while we are waiting for this call to eventually get announced here, let me go ahead and provide you guys here with our trivia question of the day. What team did the Philadelphia 76ers acquire Moses Malone from? The power forward, by the way. Power forward Moses Malone. What team did the Philadelphia 76ers acquire power forward Moses Malone from? One of the greater 76ers players of all time. And what year did the 76ers acquire Moses Malone? So, who did they get them from? And what year did they get them? So, what team did the 76ers get Moses Malone from, and what year was it? So, they did call a flagrant one on Jaren Jackson Jr., so we are going to get a flagrant free throw here from the 76ers. Actually, it's going to be 2 flagrant free throws at that for Caleb Martin. But doesn't Caleb Martin still get the free throws, though? For the regular foul? Or does he just get these 2? But, guys, go ahead and answer our trivia question of the day while Caleb Martin goes ahead and shoots these flagrant foul free throws here. First one is good for Caleb Martin. Also, guys, try not to look it up. I want to see who the true 76ers fans are. So first one of the line is good for Caleb Martin. And same with the second. So it's 2 flagrant foul free throws for Caleb Martin, and that's going to be possession favoring the 76ers. So Eric Gordon to inbound here. Inbounds the ball to Caleb Martin. Martin going to find Tyrese Maxey, who will back in. Maxey spinning. Maxey looking. Maxey going to drive to the cup. Gets denied. But Eric Gordon comes away with the rebound. Now picked up here by Caleb Martin. Now into the hands of Tyrese Maxey once again at the logo. Maxey looking. Dribbling. Still looking. Trying to bounce it out of bounds. Brandon Clark did not touch it apparently. So it's going to go into the hands of the Memphis Grizzlies here with 41.2 seconds left. Here we go. Here comes Scottie Pippen Jr. bringing it down the floor. Jaren Jackson Jr. a triple, and it is good for Jaren Jackson Jr. Here we go. There's Caleb Martin with the ball, bringing it down the floor. Martin looking, guarded by LaRavia. Martin trying to find some space, but a foul will be called here against Jake LaRavia. And since the Grizzlies are out of fouls to give here in the first quarter, it will just be free throws here for Caleb Martin to add on to the 76ers lead. All of Caleb Martin's points so far have been free throws in this game. First one at the line is good for Caleb Martin. But the Grizzlies will make a lineup change here, and they will put Ja Morant into the game to replace Jake LaRavia. And then as for the 76ers, Kelly Oubre will enter the game to replace Tyrese Maxey. So Maxey going to get a little stretched out here. Wait, so who's playing? Hold up. So Eric Gordon has to be playing point guard. Kelly Oubre at shooting guard. Then KJ Martin at small forward. Caleb Martin at power forward. And then Gershon at the 5. So Eric Gordon's playing point guard right now. Here we go. Here's Ja Morant with the ball, bringing it down the other end. As both free throws were good from Caleb Martin. And Ja Morant spinning. A foul will be called against Eric Gordon. But this will be a foul on the floor as the 76ers are not out of fouls to give. So it'll just be an inbound pass here for the 76ers. Or not the 76ers, the Memphis Grizzlies, I should say. Here we go. Pippen Jr. set to inbound the basketball. Working against Kelly Oubre on the inbound. Inbounds to Morant. Morant has to get the shot off. Morant, the step back 3 comes up short. And the 76ers, through 12 minutes, will have the lead by 4 with a score of 28-24. Philadelphia off to a great start on both ends of the ball. They need to be a little bit better defensively. But as long as these threes keep falling and all the shots keep falling in general, the 76ers should have this lead throughout most of it, if not the whole way. But it is the Philadelphia 76ers with 28 and the Memphis Grizzlies with 24, as we have 12 minutes down, 12 more minutes coming up as we are on our way over to the second quarter. There you go, guys. 4-point lead favoring the 76ers in this one. 28-24 being the score. Second quarter will be underway here in just a few minutes, ladies and gentlemen. But again, I will go back to the trivia question for those of you who did not get it yet. Another two-part question, just so you guys know. But I'll once again repeat it for the people that did not hear it the first time. But what team did the Philadelphia 76ers acquire 76ers legendary power forward Moses Malone from? And what year did the 76ers acquire Moses Malone? So let me know the answer down below in the chat. I think this is going to be one of the harder trivia questions, not only because it's a two-parter, but I don't think that many people know that Moses Malone played for another team not named the 76ers. So we'll see how many of you guys go into your bag here and see if y'all can answer this trivia question. We'll see if anybody can get this trivia question right, ladies and gentlemen. If nobody can answer it by halftime, then we will just reveal the answer. I want you guys to try your best to not look it up and see who the real 76ers fans are up in this chat. But let me put the scoreboard back up. If you guys need to go ahead and do so, feel free to take a screenshot of that and then answer the trivia question on your own. As the second quarter is officially underway, Lowry starting out with the basketball, going to get it over to Drummond, going to find the rookie Jared McCain, who will get it over to the veteran Eric Gordon with the layup, and it is no good. So an offensive foul is going to be called here against Andre Drummond. Here we go. Jaren Jackson Jr. with the ball. Puts it up for two. Can't get it to go. Jackson trying to get back, and a nice block by KJ Martin. That's big time right there. Putting them big boy pants on. Let's go. Hopefully this will be a get-right game here for the 76ers, and KJ Martin showing why he will eventually be traded from this 76ers team to go ahead and get that, let's say, fourth star that this team is looking to go ahead and get towards the deadline. As the floater is up and good here from Brandon Clark, who works the paint and puts it in for two. Here come the 76ers as Lowry gets the ball over to the rookie McCain. Out to Eric Gordon, the veteran for a triple. That's good for Eric Gordon. Eric Gordon with the triple here, and the 76ers being really effective from three-point range so far. Jaren Jackson Jr. going to lose the ball. Picked up by the rookie McCain. McCain going to get over the line out to Gordon for three, and that's good for Eric Gordon. Back-to-back bonus distance buckets for the veteran himself. And a timeout called here by the Grizzlies to talk things over as the 76ers will now go up with an 8-point lead. Let's go. Back-to-back bonus distance buckets here from Eric Gordon. Shout out to Eric Gordon, man. Let's go. Worked his butt off in training camp and has been ready for a moment like this. He's been so ready for it. But 34-26 is your score right now coming into the second quarter. Let's go. Wow, this is great. So far, the 76ers in this game are shooting 8 of 14 from three-point range, and they're shooting 45.5% from the field. And 8 of those 10 baskets that they have is the 76ers are 10 of 22 from the field in this game. 8 of those baskets made have come from three-point range, so the other 2 have come from inside the arc. And the 76ers so far in this game, not really turning the ball over, only with 2 turnovers so far. But the Grizzlies also not really turning the ball over with 3 turnovers in this game. Come on, Sixers, keep this going. We still need to see something from Kyle Lowry and Andre Drummond, though. Both those guys need to start showing up. I mean, Drummond's got to show that he is the best backup center Joel Embiid's ever had. So Drummond needs to start getting into the paint more and needs to start doing his job here. And as for Kyle Lowry, who has yet to take a shot yet, I mean, he's finding more ways to be effective in this game besides shooting. But how about Eric Gordon being effective right off the bench? Back-to-back bonus distance buckets here for Eric Gordon. As coming out of commercial break, Jaren Jackson Jr. with a reverse layup is good. Now here comes Lowry bringing the ball down the floor. Lowry going to find Eric Gordon. Gordon going to have a bit of a look here. Gordon going to kick it out to Lowry. Lowry going to look, going to kick it out to Martin. Martin going to kick it out to the rookie McCain for 3. No good. But it'll go out of bounds off of Jaren Jackson Jr. and it will stay with Philadelphia. Eric Gordon set to inbound the ball here. Gordon going to go all the way out to the rookie McCain. McCain going to work here against Scottie Pippen Jr., in which McCain will find the veteran Eric Gordon. Gordon going to kick it out to Lowry, a triple, and that's good for Kyle Lowry. First shot attempt of the game for Kyle Lowry is a triple, and it is true. As Aldama with the ball, bringing it down the other end. Aldama going to find Jaren Jackson Jr. The deuce is loose, and it is good here for Jaren Jackson Jr. Here comes Kyle Lowry bringing it down the other end. Going to find the rookie McCain. McCain coming around a Drummond screen. McCain losing it but getting it back. McCain, the layup denied by Jaren Jackson Jr. And here come the Grizzlies again. Aldama now with the ball. Aldama, Santi Aldama puts it in for 2. Here come the Sixers down the other end. The veteran Gordon out to the veteran Lowry for 3. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Drummond, but a foul called here against the Grizzlies. And this will be a loose ball foul again against Jaren Jackson Jr. Yeah, guys, your boy might be going right to bed as soon as I'm done with this game. Because come on, I'm gonna be coming off of like what? Almost like 6, maybe 7 hours of live streaming. I mean, we'll see. As McCain with the inbound here to Drummond, gonna get it back over to McCain. McCain around the screen. McCain spinning. McCain kicking it out to Eric Gordon. Gonna drive. Thought about driving, now drives, puts it up for 2, and it's good for Eric Gordon as the horn has sounded. But Eric Gordon gets the shot off in time to put the 76ers up by 7. That's big time right there for the veteran Eric Gordon. Now Scottie Pippen Jr. with the ball, going to get over to Jaren Jackson Jr. out to Jay Huff. Jay Huff going to find Jaren Jackson for 3. It's no good. But a defensive 3-second violation here will go against Andre Drummond, which automatically results in a technical foul here for the 76ers. So it'll be Scottie Pippen Jr. to the line to shoot a technical free throw, which he does make, and also the Grizzlies will get possession of the basketball here. Inbound passes in here from Aldama over to Scottie Pippen Jr. Pippen going to drive, trying to kick it out to somebody, and that's intercepted by Lowry into the hands of KJ Martin, who lays it up, can't get it to go. Rebounded here by Santi Aldama. Aldama the bounce pass over to Pippen. Pippen looking. Pippen going to drive, going to kick it out to Aldama, out to Huff. Back over to Aldama, the triple for Aldama, no good off the back of the iron. Missed it, rebounded by the Sixers. Here comes the rookie McCain. McCain a triple. Too strong off the back of the rim, rebounded by the Grizzlies. And here comes Jaren Jackson Jr. with the ball, bring it down the floor. Over to Aldama, going to find Pippen. Pippen trying to find his way free. And a foul will be called here with 8 minutes to go against KJ Martin. And this will send Scottie Pippen Jr. to the bench, and Jake LaRavia and John Morant will enter the game to replace Scottie Pippen Jr. and Jaren Jackson Jr. Inbound passes in here from LaRavia over to Morant. Morant going to go to work and a dart it down to Jay Huff, who puts it up, denied by KJ Martin. Now to the hands of McCain. Here come the Sixers. McCain off the pass from Drummond, puts it in. The rookie McCain finding some points here. Now down the other end, Jalen Wells a triple, and that is good. Lowry going to have a bit of a look here. Lowry trying to find some space. Lowry going to kick it out to KJ Martin. Martin going to kick it out to Lowry. Lowry trying to get back to Martin, but this will be a kickball here against Jay Huff. And now for the 76ers, they have a lineup change as the rookie Jared McCain will sub out of the game, and Tyrese Maxey will step right back in to replace the rookie guard out of Duke. As Maxey receiving the inbound from Kyle Lowry. As Maxey gets it back out there to Lowry, gets over to KJ Martin. Back over to Lowry, trying to run pick and roll to KJ Martin, and KJ Martin cannot finish the play. But we do have a late foul called, believe it or not, against Jay Huff. And KJ Martin will step to the charity stripe here to shoot 2 free throws. Boy, how good has this kid gotten since last year? I'll tell you what, this kid has gotten really good. He's showing a lot of potential in trade talks right now. Just keep in mind, the 76ers have left that one roster spot open. As the first free throw at the line is good here for KJ Martin. But keep in mind, ladies and gents, the 76ers have kept one open roster spot for a trade to be made towards the deadline. And the lineup change here for the 76ers is Caleb Martin and Gershon Yabusele will both enter the game to replace Kyle Lowry and Andre Drummond. So you're looking at Gershon Yabusele being the team's backup center once again tonight. As the second one at the line for KJ Martin is true. Let's go. Here we go. Here come the Grizzlies bringing the ball down the other end. Aldama going to find John Morant. Morant going to have a bit of a look here. Going to the right, working against Yabusele, now against Martin. Morant going to find Aldama. Going to try to kick it out to LaRavia. But with 6:58 remaining here in the quarter and in the first half, the ball will go out of bounds off of the hand of Kelly Oubre. So we'll stay in possession of the Memphis Grizzlies. As Morant inbounds the basketball over to Jake LaRavia. LaRavia has that ball taken away. Picked up by Maxey into the hands of Martin. Martin loses the ball as well, and we're going back down the other way again. Jalen Wells now with the ball. Wells looking for options here. The battle of the zeros between Jalen Wells and Tyrese Maxey And Jalen Wells is going to go up and win the battle against Tyrese. Here we go. There's Caleb Martin with the ball. Martin looking. Going to the left. Martin a triple. Can't get to go. Rebounded here by Jay Huff. Jalen Wells playing really well here in this first half here for the Grizzlies. Morant going to go up with it for two. No good. Rebounding here by Gershon Yabusele. And Yabusele will put the ball into the hands of Tyrese Maxey. Maxey with the ball going to spin. Maxey still dancing around. Maxey going to drive. Maxey the step back fadeaway shot for two. And it's good for Tyrese Maxey. Boy, was that ever so pure from Tyrese. Jay Huff wide open for a triple and got it to go. You can't leave Jay Huff wide open at this point. You can't leave any of them open. Like, what are we doing here? Leaving everybody hanging around. Here we go. Here's Oubre with the ball, bringing it down the other end. Oubre going to work here against John Morant. Oubre going to the left. Oubre dancing. Oubre going to drive, going to try to put it up for two. Can't get it to go. And Gershon Yabusele cannot put it back. Rebounding here by the Grizzlies. As Morant with the ball going to the right side. Morant going to try to oop it up and finds Jay Huff. And Jay Huff will throw it down for two with the alley-oop dunk shot. As a timeout will be called here by Nick Nurse to talk things over with the team. And it is only now a 2-point lead favoring the 76ers at this point. But the Grizzlies finding their way back into the swing of things. They're only down 2 points here with 5:14 remaining here in the first half. 76ers lead the Grizzlies 45-43. My beloved Philadelphia 76ers need to remain focused, rooted, and grounded. Hey, man, we'll see what they can do. All right, so relaying back to Ohio State, it looks like Ohio State's just going to go up probably a spot after beating Penn State today, because Georgia beat Florida 34-20, and Oregon beat Michigan earlier today as well, 38-17. So by the looks of it, ladies and gentlemen, Ohio State's probably just going to get back up to number 3, which, you know what, I am perfectly fine with. Now, they get the big-time win over Penn State when it mattered most. 8 years and counting, by the way, since Penn State has beaten Ohio State. So this was a big-time win earlier today by Ohio State. Just to get up to the top 3 is massive. But getting back into the 76ers here, once again, they lead the Memphis Grizzlies right now 45-43. And we will have a lineup change here for the Memphis Grizzlies as rookie center out of Purdue, Zach Edey, will enter the game here to replace Jay Huff. And Andre Drummond will also enter the game for the 76ers to replace KJ Martin. So they're going to go back to the big lineup here with Drummond being the team center on the floor. And they're going to have Gershon Yabusele probably go up to power forward most likely. And I definitely think the 76ers are going to be going after power forward at the deadline to try to find a star to hopefully bring into this team. I mean, they got an open roster spot here for a reason. KJ Martin so far in this game has been an absolute defensive menace for the 76ers, really bringing out that trade value, and I absolutely love it. As Kelly Oubre with the ball going to find Tyrese Maxey. Maxey going to kick it out to Gershon. Yabusele going to get it back over to Maxey. Maxey going to drive, going to spin. Maxey, the fadeaway shot for 2, comes up short. Rebound here by Caleb Martin, who will put it back in play to Oubre. Out to Gershon. Yabu for three. The three comes up short, and it's rebounded here by Morant. And here come the Grizzlies. As Morant with the ball will get it over to Sandy Aldama. Aldama will get it back over to John Morant. Morant going to have a bit of a look as he goes to the right. Now drives. Morant, the layup, the high arcing layup, high off the glass, and it is good for John Morant. That's big time right there for the Grizzlies to tie this game up at 45. Here comes Martin. Caleb Martin looking, dancing. Tosses it out to Yabusele, out to Oubre, a triple in the corner. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Zach Edey, but Oubre gets it back and puts it back in for two. That's big time right there for Kelly Oubre, bringing it right on back. Inside 4 minutes remain. Morant with the ball, going to try to find Edey, and that is intercepted by Maxey. Here come the Sixers. Maxey brings it down the floor, but a foul will be called in it, with this being a transition take foul here against Santi Aldama. So the transition take foul here by Santi Aldama will result in one uncontested Tyrese Maxey free throw here, which it is good. So the 76ers now up by 3 with about 3:50 remaining here in this first half. And speaking of which, Eric Gordon will enter the game here to replace Gershon Yabusele, and Scottie Pippen Jr. for the Grizzlies will enter the game here to replace Jalen Wells. The Tyrese Maxey will be set to inbound the basketball here. And he'll inbound the ball against Scottie Pippen Jr. Maxey to inbound. Inbounds the ball to Caleb Martin. Martin going to find Eric Gordon. Going to get over to Maxey. Maxey going to go to work. Going to find his way into the inside. Maxey losing the ball but gets it back. Maxey spinning. The layup for Maxey is good. What a play for Tyrese Maxey plus the foul. And Tyrese Maxey going to the line for one more. A potential three-point play coming for the 76ers. As you can see, Paul George on the bench. Again, Paul George looking to return this week for the 76ers on the West Coast trip that the 76ers will eventually be taking this week. Just what a play, though, by Tyrese Maxey. That's a beautiful play right there. 13 points for Tyrese Maxey. Doing much better from three-point range tonight, only shooting 2 of 3, and then 5 of 10 from the field. Tyrese Maxey having a much better night tonight so far, as the free throw is good for Tyrese Maxey, so give him 14 points in the first half. Here we go. As Pippen Jr. bringing the ball down the floor. Going with the bounce pass here to John Morant. Morant going to kick it out to Laravia, out to Pippen Jr. for 3, and is good for Scottie Pippen Jr. Here we are. As Maxey with the ball bringing it down the floor, directing the offense now. Maxey going to his right. Maxey dancing. Maxey working against Aldama. Maxey the step back 3. Comes up short. Rebounded by John Morant. And here come the Grizzlies. And a touchdown pass from John Morant over to Santi Aldama is good. Here we go. Here come the 76ers bringing the ball down the other end. With about 2:50 remaining here in this first half. Caleb Martin getting the ball over to Eric Gordon. Going to find Tyrese Maxey. Maxey going to go to work, going to spin. Maxey kicking it out. Martin a triple. No good. Rebounded here by the Memphis Grizzlies. And here come the Grizzlies now. And here comes John Morant. Morant working with 2.5 minutes left. Morant going to try to find his way. And Morant with another pass out of bounds. I don't even know how many turnovers that is for John Morant at this point, but I'll tell you what, it is a lot. If I had to guess for John Morant, it's probably his 4th turnover of the first half. Because he had multiple more passes where they went out of bounds. And it was all thanks to John Morant. And he doesn't even know what he's doing. Like, what are we doing here? Caleb Martin with the ball, going to get it over to Kelly Oubre, going to kick it out to Eric Gordon. Gordon going to have a bit of a look here, trying to bank it home. Cannot do so. Rebound here by the Grizzlies, picked up by the rookie Zach Edey. And here come the Grizzlies now. Morant with the ball. Morant working against Oubre. Morant going to kick it out to Pippen. Pippen going to kick it out to Morant. Morant driving. Morant trying to kick it out. And a foul will be called here with a minute 56 remaining, and this will be against Kelly Oubre. First one of the line is good, by the way, here for John Morant. Second one of the line rims out here for John Morant, and now the 76ers will look to have an opportunity here to take the lead right back. Oubre with the ball. Going to drive. Going to lay it up off the backboard for two. Can't get it to go. Rebound here by Zach Edey. And here come the Memphis Grizzlies. Pippen now with the ball. Going to get it over to Jalen Wells here. Wells going to lob it up here to John Morant. Morant looking. Going to find Scottie Pippen Jr. who's going to lay it up and somehow going to find a way to get it home. Scottie Pippen Jr. finding ways to make plays. Here come the Sixers, though, down the other end as the Grizzlies are on an 8-0 run in the last 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Maxey to the left, kicking it out to Martin. Martin at the top of the key. Going to get it over to Eric Gordon now. Gordon kicking it out to Martin. Martin has to find a spot, just has to eventually shoot at some point. Martin, the fadeaway shot for two, can't get it to go. Rebounding here by the Grizzlies. Scottie Pippen Jr. to find John Morant. The layup is good. And just like that, the Grizzlies now have a 4-point lead over the Sixers. Now a 10-0 run for the Grizzlies in the last 2 minutes and 45 seconds now. Maxey around a screen. Maxey going to have a look. And another offensive foul called against Andre Drummond. Are you serious? Dude, these centers are just struggling in this first half right now. Both Andre Drummond and Gershon Yabusele. They are both struggling mightily in this first half. The fact that Andre Drummond only has 2 rebounds in this first half is absolute insanity. Like, usually he has more than 2 rebounds by now. Heck, he has more than 2 rebounds in the first quarter. Especially as the team's starting center. I mean, what else do you want? You want him to do? All the flopping by Jalen Wells, and it's not even funny. We had a technical foul on Andre Drummond, by the way, in which John Morant missed the technical free throw. And with 32.9 seconds left, another foul is called here, and this one's going to be against Caleb Martin. Can we get a shot up, Sixers? Like, seriously. Put the ball in the hands of your best players. First one on the line is good for John Morant. Like, what are we doing right now? Sixers need to be better than this. Like, you just let Memphis come all the way back. Like, what are we doing? Second one on the line is good for John Morant. But can the 76ers find a way to make a play here and hopefully end off the first half on a solid note? So I'll tell you what, they are going to be down at halftime for sure. As you got Maxey tangling with Scottie Pippen Jr. This will be an away from play foul here against Scottie Pippen Jr., in which Tyrese Maxey does make the free throw, which an away from play foul is kind of just treated like a technical, realistically speaking. Martin set to inbound. Inbounds the ball to Tyrese Maxey. Maxey bringing it down the floor, going to work against Pippen Jr. And you get it over to Kelly Oubre, going to find Maxey. Maxey dancing around. Maxey looking. Kicks out to Oubre, out to Martin, a triple from the corner. Can't get it to go. Rebounding here by the Grizzlies. Jalen Wall's going to get the ball over to John Morant. Morant going to work here against Gershon Yabusele. Morant going to drive. Morant puts up for two, can't get it to go, but Edey finds a way to put it back with 0.2 of a second left. And this will put the Grizzlies up by 7. The 76ers will not get a shot off here. And that is how the first half, ladies and gents, will come to a close. As the 76ers ended off that first half on a really rough note in the last couple minutes, and the Memphis Grizzlies taking advantage of every single opportunity they get against the 76ers, as the Grizzlies will now have the lead over the 76ers right now with the score of 59-52. And ladies and gents, on that note, we have approached halftime here in this matchup. There you go, guys. There is the halftime score for you. The Grizzlies lead the 76ers 59-52, and the 76ers have just had a rough last couple minutes of that first half. I'll tell you what. Because the Grizzlies were just taking advantage of the 76ers in every single way possible. But all right, ladies and gents, on that note, we're going to go ahead and go over the first half stats here, and then we'll take the halftime break like we always do here on the channel. So starting it off here on the Memphis Grizzlies side, Jalen Wells leading the way here, actually, believe it or not, for the Memphis Grizzlies in this one, with 14 points, a rebound, and an assist each. And following it up here for the Memphis Grizzlies is John Morant with 9 points, 6 rebounds, 8 assists, and a steal. Scottie Pippen Jr. with 8 points, 2 rebounds, and 7 assists here in the first half. Jay Huff with 8 points, 2 rebounds, and an assist. 7 points for Jaren Jackson Jr., as well as 3 rebounds and a block. Santi Aldama with 4 points, 7 rebounds, and an assist. Zach Edey with 4 points, 5 rebounds, and an assist as well. Jake LaRavia with 3 points and 2 rebounds as well as an assist. And then rounding it off here for the Memphis Grizzlies side is Brandon Clark, who ends off the first half with 2 points and a block off the bench to end off the first half stats here for the Memphis Grizzlies. Now over to the Philadelphia 76ers side now, as Tyrese Maxey leads the way here for the Philadelphia 76ers in this first half with 15 points, a rebound, and 3 assists, as well as 2 steals. Following that up is Kelly Oubre, who finishes off the first half with 11 points, 2 rebounds, and a steal. Following it up off the bench, believe it or not, is Eric Gordon, who ends off the first half with 10 points, a rebound, and 2 assists. Caleb Martin in the first half ends it off with 6 points, 3 rebounds, and assists, as well as a steal. Kyle Lowry with 3 points, 2 rebounds, and an assist in the first half, as well as a steal as well. Gershon Yabusele with 3 points and 2 rebounds off the bench. KJ Martin with 2 points and a rebound off the bench, as well as 3 blocks. He has been a defensive menace in this game. And then running it off here for the 76ers side is Jared McCain, the rookie out of Duke, who ends off the first half with 2 points, 2 rebounds, and an assist to end off the first half stats here for your Philadelphia 76ers. Now over to the team stats now, as the Memphis Grizzlies are currently shooting the ball 53.5% from the field to the Philadelphia 76ers 36.4%. The Memphis Grizzlies are currently shooting the ball 43.8% from three-point range to the Philadelphia 76ers 39.1%. The Philadelphia 76ers are currently shooting the ball 84.6% from the free throw line to the Memphis Grizzlies 75%. The Memphis Grizzlies are absolutely destroying the 76ers in the rebounding aspect of things, 28-16 overall. And then same thing in the offensive rebound side of things, 4-2. In terms of assists, go in favor of the Memphis Grizzlies 20-9. Steals go in favor of the 76ers, though, 5-1. Blocks go in favor of the 76ers 3-2. The turnover battle is being won by the 76ers right now, 8-4. That's for points in the paint. The Grizzlies are right there with 30 points in the paint to the 76ers only having 14. And a total of 20 personal fouls called in that first half, 11 called on the Memphis Grizzlies and 9 called on the Philadelphia 76ers, including 2 technical fouls against the 76ers and 1 flagrant foul against the Memphis Grizzlies. And ladies and gents, on that note, that is how the first half stats will come to an end here in this one. The 76ers down to the Grizzlies right now with a score of 59-52. And we'll look to pick it up here in the second half. And ladies and gents, before we take the halftime break, since nobody could answer our trivia question of what team the 76ers acquired Moses Malone from and what year did they acquire him, I will go ahead and give you guys the answer because no one could answer for me. I said by the end of the first half and nobody had an answer. I was just going to go ahead and reveal it real quick. But the answer to our trivia question on what team the 76ers acquired Moses Malone from and what year they got him, you have to go all the way back to the Houston Rockets days and back in 1982, the year before the 76ers went out there and won a NBA Finals championship back in 1983. So there's the answer to our trivia question, ladies and gentlemen, is the Houston Rockets in 1982 from what year they acquired him and who they got him from. So at the end of the day, ladies and gents, it is what it is. Charles says, let's go. Hey, man, you already know. Says, come on, my beloved Philadelphia 76ers, stay disciplined. Hey, man, it is what it is. Keep your composure. Hey, man, I'm trying. I'm trying right now. But on that note, ladies and gents, we're going to go ahead and take the halftime break here like we always do on the channel in this one. Y'all pretty much know how this works, ladies and gents. I mentioned it in the Ohio State game, but I'll mention it here too. Y'all should pretty much know how this works, ladies and gentlemen. Go get a snack, go get a drink, go to the bathroom, do whatever you guys need to do in order to get ready for the second half of this game between the Philadelphia 76ers and the Memphis Grizzlies. And ladies and gents, on that note, I will see y'all back here for the second half. All right, guys, I am back, ready to go here for the second half, as the second half is officially underway here between the Memphis Grizzlies and the Philadelphia 76ers. Loose ball here by the 76ers, picked up by Maxey, the hands of Caleb Martin. The layup is good for Caleb Martin down the other end. As we welcome you guys back here to the second half between the Memphis Grizzlies and the Philadelphia 76ers in this matchup, where the Memphis Grizzlies currently lead the Philadelphia 76ers 59-52 at halftime, but is now a 61-54 lead favoring the Memphis Grizzlies right now. As John Moran with the ball, going to kick it out to Santi Aldama for three, and it's no good. Rebounded here by Andre Drummond. Now into the hands of Tyrese Maxey. Going to get it over to Caleb Martin. Martin going to get it over to Lowry. Lowry going to toss it down to Oubre. A triple for Oubre. That's no good. Rebounded here by Aldama. Now into the hands of John Morant it goes, the team's starting point guard. Morant going to go to work. Morant kicking it out to Jackson. Out to Aldama. Aldama the sidestep triple. Rattles out and rebounded here by the Sixers. Here comes Lowry, bring it down the other end. Lowry going to his right. Lowry going to dart down to Martin. Martin going to have a look and kick it out to Maxey. Maxey going to drive, kicking it out to Martin in the corner. Martin out to Maxey. Maxey the jab. Maxey the triple. That's good for Tyrese. Morant now with the ball. Going to get it over to Jaren Jackson Jr., who will drive to the cup. Jackson going up for two, and that's good for Jaren Jackson Jr. Maxey with the ball here for the Sixers. Maxey looking for options, going to his right. Maxey kicking it out to Oubre. Oh, what? Seriously? What is this, another foul against Andre Drummond? How much time is left on the clock here? What the heck just happened? 9:27. Okay, it's a foul against Jalen Wells here. As the inbound is in, Maxey with the ball. Maxey inbound to Drummond, right back to Maxey, who will go to work, and he kick it out to Lowry. Lowry going to drive. Lowry, the floater for two, can't get it to go, and a foul is going to be called against Zach Edey, the rookie from Purdue. Lowry's going to get up, and is going to head to the charity stripe to shoot two free throws here, and a chance to make it a 4-point game. 76ers still down against the Grizzlies right now up to this point. First one to the line is good for Kyle Lowry. Second one to the line for Lowry is no good. Lowry tries to stave it off of the fact that Zach Edey couldn't reel it in. Morant with the fadeaway shot for two. Can't get it to go. Rebound here by Drummond into the hands of Maxey. And Maxey will bring it down the floor. Is going to drive. Going to spin. Going to lose the ball. Picked up here by Edey, the rookie. And will launch it all the way down to John Morant. And that's denied by Martin. But they're going to call it a goaltend here, I think. Now Drummond with the ball trying to dribble, and it'll bounce off his foot, and it will go into the hands of the Grizzlies. Aldama with the ball going to find Morant, going to get it over to Edey, putting it up for two, can't get it to go. And the putback is also no good from Jalen Wells. Foul will be called, by the way, against Kelly Oubre Jr. So Zach Edey will step to the charity stripe here to shoot two free throws here. Ooh, I think that was a clean block, dude. Oh, Caleb Martin must have fouled John Morant. Must have got his finger. Because otherwise, I think that was a clean block. First one of the line is good for Zach Edey. Second one on the line for Zach Edey is also good. And now the Grizzlies, just like that, back up by 10 over the 76ers. Come on, Sixers. Y'all going to be better than this, man. Like, come on. What y'all doing standing around? As Oubre with the ball gets over to Lowry, over to Maxey, over to Drummond. Drummond going to try to find Maxey, and Maxey loses the ball. Are you serious, Tyrese? Come on. Pick it up. You're better than that, dude. Come on. Aldama with the ball, going to get it over to Morant. Morant looking. Morant dribbling against Lowry. Morant goes up for two, gets it to go. Are you serious? What is this? What in the world is this? And a timeout called should be by the Sixers. I mean, the Grizzlies have only taken one timeout this entire game. The 76ers still have yet to get anything going here. Realistically speaking, I mean, this is ridiculous. Looked like the 76ers learned something at halftime at first, and then now they're out here looking like a bunch of crap. I mean, how else do you want me to really describe it? Like, this is ridiculous. Like, seriously, power forward needs to be where this team attacks at the trade deadline. If they don't attack power forward at the deadline, this team is screwed. I don't care if they have Paul George and if they have Joel Embiid. Like, I don't care. If you want some rebounding, you're going to need more than just Joel Embiid picking up rebounds. Like, you need a scrappy player like a Josh Hart. You know what I mean? You need a scrappy player like a Josh Hart on this team. Even though Josh Hart is not going to be tall enough to get all of the rebounds, you just need some help in the rebounding aspect. And keep in mind that power forward is literally the team's weakness right now. Because now you got Caleb Martin with potential of coming off the bench at the deadline, assuming the 76ers do trade for a power forward. Like, I'm not even sure who's all out there on the trade block, but hopefully Daryl Morey puts all the pieces together and can find a way to bring the power forward at the deadline. Because, like, in terms of the rebounding, dude, like, this is ridiculous. Saturday night NBA action is fantastic coverage on BLC Sports Channel. Yes, sir, you already know. Like, dude, this just drives me nuts. Like, how is this team not able to rebound the basketball? Like, what is this? Okay, now Drummond's got 5 rebounds. He would have had 5 rebounds in the first half by now. He would have picked it up much earlier. Right now, he should have about like 10 rebounds at this point. Maybe 8 or 9 to be a bit more generous towards the Grizzlies. Dude, Caleb Martin can't hit a shot to save his life. Same thing goes to Drummond. Kyle Lowry's only got 2 shot attempts. Tyrese Maxey's doing everything he can in his power. Same thing with Kelly Oubre. Gershon hasn't done anything in this game. KJ Martin needs more shot attempts here. Eric Gordon's been the best guy off the bench, and then Jared McCain shooting 1 of 4 is ridiculous for a rookie that this team is praising so much. Like seriously. The 76ers, I'm tired of seeing Gershon Yabusele being used as a backup 5. It's time to use a Dembona. Like, you don't have any choice at this point. As Larry with the ball, going to get it over to Maxey. Maxey going to drive. Maxey going to spin. Dart it down to Martin. Martin going to find Drummond. Drummond going to flush it down for 2. Thank you, Andre Drummond. It's about time we show up where it matters most. And the 76ers coming over with the steal. Martin out to Oubre. Triple for Oubre. Missed it. Come on. That was it right there. Come on, man. That's ridiculous. Morant with the ball. Kicking it out. Edey tries to put it up, and that's denied by Oubre. Oubre with a massive block on the rookie. All right, I don't know what's going on with ESPN right now. Like, their scoreboard is all wacky right now. And their scoreboard's just getting all cuckoo. 7:05 remaining here in the third quarter. Apparently some sort of technical foul here as well against the Sixers. Jalen Wall's free throw is good. See what's going on the NBA app. Okay, this is actually keeping up though with the game. So we're gonna work on the NBA app for a little bit here. Hopefully it'll hold up for quite a little bit of time. Lowry with the ball will kick it out. Eric Gordon a triple. No good. Drummond cannot rebound the basketball, and it's gonna be Grizzlies ball. Like, what is this? Like, that's ridiculous right there. Drummond, two hands when you're going up for a rebound. Like, what? Why do you only have one hand out there? Here we go. Sixers now with possession of the basketball. And now they're going to be called for backcourt violation. Are you serious? Are you serious? Hey, Sixers, it's time to wake up here. It's time to stop playing some sloppy basketball. Like, what are we doing? Edie puts it up and throws it down. That's just great. Come on, man. This is ridiculous. Kyle Lowry with the basketball here. Going to get it over to Andre Drummond at the top of the key. Going to go to work. Drummond trying to drive, losing the ball, but getting it back, kicking out. Lowry a triple. That's good. Thank you. Yeah, y'all actually made a play. Y'all actually did something. Wow. So impressed on how long it took. Morant with the ball. This will go against the Grizzlies here. An offensive foul called against Zach Edey, apparently. Here we go. Here's Maxey with the ball. Maxey bringing it down the floor, crossing half court. Maxey spacing the floor. Maxey going to the left. Maxey dancing, kicking out to Martin. Martin going to have a bit of a look here. Martin going to drive. Martin kicking out. Lowry a triple. That's good. Thank you. Finally, y'all actually doing something. Morant with the ball, going to get it over to LaRavia. Going to find Aldama back over to LaRavia, who puts it up for two and puts it in. Are you serious? What is this? Like, you've got to be kidding me. Like, what is this? Here we go. Max with the ball, going to get back over to Lowry. Lowry going to drive. Lowry trying to find some space. And a foul will be called here against Zach Edey. And this will send Kyle Lowry to the charity stripe here to shoot two free throws. Did they call it a personal foul, or did they call it a foul in shooting motion? Because it looked like that was in shooting motion. It did not look like that was on the floor. 7 points on the quarter for Kyle Lowry, 10 points overall for the veteran. Zach Edey will go out. Zach Edey will go out of the game, and Jay Huff will come back in. As in, the inbound is into Andre Drummond, who will get back over to Tyrese Maxey. Maxey with the ball. Maxey dancing. Maxey driving. Maxey the layup is no good. Rebounding here by the Grizzlies. Here they come, bring it down the floor. Jay Huff a triple, and that's good. Why is Jay Huff so wide open? And why are we making Jay Huff out here look like Tobias Harris on the Pistons? As Lowry with the ball, going to find Andre Drummond. The shot is up for two. Can't get it to go. Drummond gets his own rebound, tries to get it back. And Drummond can't seem to put the ball back, but will head to the charity stripe to shoot two free throws. as this will be a foul call to get here against Jake LaRavia. That'll be his third personal foul of the game, and 2 free throws coming for Andre Drummond. Like, come on, Sixers. Can we please just get some defense? Like, that'd be great. First one at the line is good for Andre Drummond. Reggie Jackson has also checked in the game here, and Kyle Lowry will go out. Second one at the line is also good by Andre Drummond. Here we go. Here's Morant with the ball. Morant going to flip it out. J Huff for 3 again. Why is this dude J Huff so wide open? Are we just going to act like this dude doesn't exist or something? Like, y'all leave him wide open every play like he's the next great Giannis Antetokounmpo. Like, what are we doing, man? Seriously, who is this guy J Huff? And why is he going off against us? This is ridiculous. Martin with the ball, trying to get to Reggie Jackson, but that's another turnover. J Huff coming through and throwing it down and 1. Are you serious? Is this really what I'm seeing right now? Are you kidding me? This is really what I'm watching right now? I'm watching a 76ers team that, 1, can't seem to rebound to save their life, 2, can't seem to play defense, and 3, seem to want to make a guy by the name of J Huff look like Giannis and LeBron combined. That's what I'm witnessing right now with this random dude, J Huff. Like, who is this guy? And this dude must have just came out of the blue. Because who the heck thought that this guy was going to put up numbers of a fantastic role player? Are you serious? Like, look at this. This is ridiculous. Free throw is good, by the way, here for J Huff as they make a good amount of adjustments here, but so do the 76ers. Once again, they run Gershon Yabusele at small ball 5 as Reggie Jackson for 3, and it's good. Thank you. Like, bro, play Reggie Jackson more. He knows how to play the game. Pippen kicking it out. LaRavia 3, wide open again. What else is new? Here, just go ahead and leave the whole team wide open. Leave the minor league team guys. Leave them wide open. See what happens. Martin with the ball going to lose it, but will be fouled in the process by Jake LaRavia, and that'll be his 4th. Dude, they need to get this dude J Huff out. They need to get this dude J Huff out of the game. Like, what is this? First one of the line here for Caleb Martin is good. Martin with 9 points right now, looking to make it 10. Second one at the line is no good as the ball's going to rattle out. And dude, this man, J Huff, has turned into the greatest power forward we have ever seen at this point. Jalen Wells with the ball going to float up for 2. It's no good. Rebounding here by the Grizzlies. Picked up by Jake LaRavia. LaRavia going to have a look here against Reggie Jackson. Going to kick it out to Pippen. And that ball is intercepted here by Eric Gordon. Now in the hands of Reggie Jackson. Out to Maxey. Maxey out to Caleb Martin. Martin with the ball going to drive. Martin going to kick it out to Gershon. Yabu's open for 3. Cannot get it to go. Of course. This is ridiculous. Huff again for 3. This dude is the greatest power forward to ever be witnessed in this game's existence. How does this dude have 20 points against the Sixers? Who the heck is this guy? Martin with the ball going to get it over to Reggie Jackson. Jackson a triple. Might as well try it, right? Missed it. Rebound here by Jaren Jackson Jr. This is crazy. Scottie Pippen Jr. with the ball, driving. With 2:11 to go, a foul called by Gershon Yabusele. This is ridiculous. How are we making Jay Huff? This dude, Jay Huff, man. Like, how in the world are we making this dude look like one of the greatest Memphis Grizzlies of all time? This dude might be the next Zach Randolph who played on the Memphis Grizzlies. Jay Huff being the name of this dude. This dude is the next Zach Randolph, man. This is wild. Bro, I can't believe we're losing this much to the Memphis Grizzlies right now. This is crazy. Bro, this is wild. This is crazy. Like, dude, we at least need Paul George back on the floor. They're saying he's going to come back by the West Coast trip, which is good for sure. But, like, this is what happens when you don't have your top two best players on the floor in Joel Embiid and Paul George. Like, they need to come back as soon as possible because this team looks depleted without them. Like, bro, we're making Jay Huff look like the greatest player in this team, in this organization's existence. Not to mention, you have a Dembona in this game for on your team for a reason. So how about you use this dude, a Dembona? Like, bro, like use a Dembona. Like you got him here for a reason. And I need to stop seeing Gershon Yabusele being the team's backup five. I need to stop seeing that because that is what we are getting out of Gershon Yabusele as a backup five is nothing good. That's all I'm going to say. Nothing good coming out of Gershon Yabusele as the team's backup five. Like, bro, it has to be a Dembona until Embiid returns. It has to be. Like, Gershon Yabusele can play the four, but he just can't play a backup five. Like, bro, this dude Jay Huff is a legend. 20 points for him overall and 12 in the quarter. This is ridiculous. Here we go. 2 minutes and 11 seconds remaining here in this third quarter. Scottie Pippen Jr. set to inbound. Inbounds the ball to Jay Huff here. Going to get over to Scottie Pippen Jr. Back over to Jay Huff. Back over to Pippen. Pippen dancing around. And wow, a foul is actually called against the Sixers. What do you know? What else is new? So this being another one against Yabusele, and this is going to be a second. Dude, this is crazy. First one at the line for Jaren Jackson Jr. is no good. Second one at the line is good, though, for Jaren Jackson Jr. So no Wendy's or no Chick-fil-A for any of these 76er fans. As Reggie Jackson with the ball going to his right. Jackson going to find Eric Gordon. Eric Gordon looking, kicking it out to Yabusele. Yabusele going to find Eric Gordon again. Gordon having to go to work on the inside, kicking out. Jackson a triple. It's no good. Rebounding here by Huff again. Like, this dude is a legend. Jake LaRavia with the ball. LaRavia kicking it out. Over to Wells. Wells going to have a look here against Maxey. Going to kick it out. Over to Jaren Jackson Jr., who's going to drive against Eric Gordon. Jackson going to put it up for two, not even close. Rebound here by KJ Martin. Here come the Sixers. Maxey with it. Maxey spinning. Maxey going to have a bit of a look here for a hot second. Maxey kicks it out. Yabusele a triple. Hey, he made one. Gershon Yabusele finally made a shot. Wow. That's amazing. He's 2 of whatever from 3-point range today. Like 2 of 4, I think, at this point. Maxey triple down the other end. Off the KJ Martin steal, no good. Rebounding here by the Grizzlies again. Pippen with the ball. Jalen Wells, the shot is no good. Rebounding here by the Sixers. Here comes Maxey. Maxey with the ball. The layup is denied here by Jay Huff. This dude is a legend, bro. Scottie Pippen Jr. kicking out. Jalen Wells surrounded. Wells going to have a look. Goes to the right. Kicking it back to the left to Pippen. Pippen, the floater for 2. Can't get it to go with the horn. And that will be how this third quarter, ladies and gents, comes to a close. After this game was close at halftime, the Grizzlies starting to run away with this game as they lead the 76ers by 17 with a score of 92-75 as we head on to the fourth and final quarter, where it doesn't look like the 76ers are going to win this game either. There you go, guys. There's your score going into the fourth quarter. And I'll tell you one thing, man. It's not looking good. That's why they need Embiid and Paul George back on the floor as soon as possible. Like, this is a whole new ball game if the team's top 2 starters are playing in Paul George and Joel Embiid. Fourth quarter action coming your guys' way here very soon. Yes, guys, it's been a bit of a long day, especially with these live streams, you know. How does this dude Jay Huff literally lead the whole group tonight in scoring? Like, that's wild. Jared McCain will re-enter the game here to replace Tyrese Maxey. Then as for the Memphis Grizzlies, Santi Aldama and Brandon Clark will enter the game to replace Jay Huff and Jake LaRavia. And KJ Martin will be called for a foul here in shooting motion. And this will send Jaren Jackson Jr. to the line here to shoot 2 free throws. First one at the line is good for Jaren Jackson Jr. Jaren Jackson out here just doing his thing. Doesn't really have to do too much. I mean, the 76ers are just getting exposed right now. Second one at the line is good here for Jaren Jackson Jr. Reggie Jackson with the ball, going to get it over to Eric Gordon, going to find KJ Martin, back to Eric Gordon. Eric Gordon trying to find somebody that's tipped and taken away here by the Grizzlies. Jalen Wells going to find Scottie Pippen Jr. over to Brandon Clark, who puts it up and in for two. This is crazy. Jeremy McCain with the ball going to the left, going to find Reggie Jackson, going to get it over to Gershon Yabusele, over to Eric Gordon. Eric Gordon going to find Yabu, and that ball goes out of bounds. Pippen Jr. with the ball, going to get it over to Jaren Jackson Jr. Jackson spinning. Jackson puts it up for two, puts it in, and banks it home. Here's Reggie Jackson bringing the ball down the other end, going to get it over to Gershon Yabusele. Yabusele going to find Eric Gordon. Eric Gordon going to flip it out to McCain. McCain, the layup denied by Jaren Jackson Jr. Reggie Jackson will inbound now for the 76ers, kicking out. Yabusele a triple. That's good. Oh, he actually made a shot. Wow. Jaren Jackson Jr. backing up, puts the shot up for two, and it's good. This is crazy. This team is just getting absolutely nailed in the coffin. Reggie Jackson with the ball. Jackson fakes the shot, gets over to Yabusele, back over to Reggie Jackson for two. Misses the layup, of course. Here come the Grizzlies down the other way. Scottie Pippen Jr. puts it up and in for two. Shocker. Here comes McCain. McCain. The layup is good for the rookie. Plus the foul on Brandon Clark. Jeremy McCain will head to the line here to shoot one more. Free throw for McCain is good. Yeah, man, but this team just literally looks lost without Embiid and Paul George. This team literally looks lost. Aldama with the ball, going to run pick and roll here with Scottie Pippen Jr. Aldama with the ball. Aldama putting it up for two, and it's good. Of course. This is ridiculous. Reggie Jackson with the ball. Jackson going to the right, launching a triple. That cannot fall. Rebound here by Aldama. Aldama bringing it down the other end. Bounce pass to Jaren Jackson Jr. Going to find Jalen Wells, I should say. But Aldama with the nasty dunk here, putting the Grizzlies up by 25. This is this is unbelievable. Jared McCain with the ball, the fadeaway shot for two, and it's good for Jared McCain. Scottie Pippen Jr. bringing the ball down the floor. Pippen going to drive, going to kick it out to Clark, puts it up for two, can't get it to go. Rebounded here by Yabusele. Here come the Sixers here. Reggie Jackson Jr. with the ball. Jackson kicking it out. McCain a triple. That's good. Thank you. See, where was more of this action earlier? McCain tried to come away with a steal right there, but fails to do so. Wells with the ball, loses it. And KJ Martin with the slam down the other end off the pass from Reggie Jackson. And a timeout called here by Memphis. 7:51 remaining here in the fourth. The 76ers still down 18 to the Memphis Grizzlies with 7:51 remaining here in this game. I mean, dude, like, it's just too little too late. So, like, what are we doing here? It's just too little too late. Like, (106 to 88 being the score right now. Like, dude, I just can't believe what I'm saying right now. It's just amazing how this team looks without Joel Embiid and Paul George, and then they're going to look even better when Joel Embiid and Paul George both come back. They're definitely going to be better when Paul George comes back for sure, though. Bunch of lineup changes being made here for the 76ers. As subbing out of the game will be Gershon Yabusele, Eric Gordon, and Reggie Jackson. And subbing back in will be Tyrese Maxey, Ricky Council IV, and Andre Drummond. And then as for the Memphis Grizzlies, Scottie Pippen Jr. will sub out, and John Morant will sub in. Here come the Grizzlies, bring the ball down the other end. Morant up to, looks like it was Jaren Jackson Jr., and the throwdown is good here for Jaren Jackson. Council with the ball, going to get over to KJ Martin, back up to Council. Council going to get out to McCain. McCain a triple, and that's good. Here come the Grizzlies. Morant going to try to oop it up to Brandon Clark, who will be fouled on the play here by Caleb Martin. Or not Caleb, KJ Martin. Brandon Clark to the line to shoot 2 free throws, and he misses both. Actually, the ball going to get over to KJ Martin, going to find Jared McCain. McCain the floater, that is good. That's big time right there. Here we go. John Morant bringing the ball down the floor, going to find his man. Going to be Wallace over to Clark, over to Aldama. Going to find Jaren Jackson Jr. Jackson kicking out to Morant. Morant looking. Morant, the fadeaway shot for three. Can't get to go. Rebound here by Drummond, down to the hands of McCain. Here come the Sixers. McCain dancing. McCain kicking it out. That'll be taken away here by the Grizzlies. And Jaren Jackson Jr. will take it coast to coast for two, and it is good. Jaren McCain with the ball, going to lay it up for two, and finger rolls it in. As Aldama will get it over to John Morant, and Morant will bring it down the floor. Morant dancing. Morant. He'll lay it up for two, and that is easy money for John Morant. That was easy money. $5:29 remains here. Lineup changes once again being made. As Maxey with the pass here over to the rookie McCain. McCain going to put up a shot for two and can't get it to go. Rebounding here by the Grizzlies. Here comes Morant bringing the ball down the floor. Morant taking it. Kicking it out. Like that's Aldama for three. Can't get it to go. Rebounding here by McCain. In the hands of Council, who spins. Council out to Maxey. Maxey a triple. Got it. Again, man, I'm telling y'all, it's going to be too little too late. I mean, the 76ers, I'd say, would have a little bit of hope if they can keep on scoring, but I just don't know, man. I think the Grizzlies have this one in the bag. .433 remains here. An offensive foul will be called here against Jake Laravia. That'll be his third turnover of the day. McCain with the ball, going to find Drummond, and Drummond misses the dunk. Picked up by Oubre out to McCain, a triple, can't get it to go. Rebound here by the Grizzlies. Morant puts up for two, and that's good. Oubre with the ball, going to find Maxey. Maxey going to his right. And Maxey will be fouled here on the play. Maxey going to be fouled here once again here by Jalen Wells. Maxey to inbound, finds Andre Drummond. Drummond going to go to work. Now going to find Maxey. Maxey to Drummond, back to Maxey. Maxey trying to find some space, kicking it out. Oubre a triple on the way. Can't get to go. Drummond the rebound. Drummond trying to put it up for two. Denied here by Aldama. Inbound passes in from Maxey to Oubre. Oubre going to get it over to Drummond. Drummond going to find Tyrese. Maxey the step back triple. Can't get it to go. Ball go out of bounds, and it'll be Grizzlies basketball here with 3.5 minutes left. Morant losing the ball. Will be a foul called against, looks like Jared McCain. That'll be his first. With 3:23 to go, Maxey was called for an away from play foul. So this will be an automatic technical here for Tyrese. At least that's how they treat it at this point. Because now it's John Morant with an uncontested free throw here. Nobody surrounding him and at peace. Free throw is good for John Morant, and a timeout called by the Grizzlies. But yeah, guys, 115 to 98 is your score right now here in the fourth quarter. This just shows you how much this team really needs Joel Embiid and Paul George at this point. This just shows you that, man. But yeah, guys, 115 to 98 being the score with 3:23 left to go. And I'll tell you one thing, it's not looking good for the Sixers. Like, dude, this team, even with no Joel Embiid, no Paul George, they should have the role players here to go ahead and step up. Like, if you know you're not going to have Joel Embiid and Paul George, like, how are you not going to step up to the plate? Scottie Pippen Jr. set to inbound here. Inbounds the ball to Laravia. Back over to Pippen. And the ball is loose, picked up by Council into the hands of Maxey. Maxey going to try to take it all the way and does so. And this team's still down by 15 points. I mean, again, they have a little bit of life here, but can't count on them to come away with some points. I mean, I'll show them to say. I mean, this is crazy. Zach Edey battling with the basketball here. Can't get it to go. Good rebound by Drummond and a clean block, too. With the ball, going to get over to McCain, going to find Maxey. Back to McCain. A triple for McCain is short. Rebound by Zach Edey. Now in the hands of John Moran, who will bring it down the floor. Morant waiting for an opportunity. Goes to the right. Tries to lob it up, and that's taken away by Drummond. Now into the hands of Council. Ricky Council gets it to Maxey. A triple for Maxey, no good. Rebounded here by the Grizzlies. Joe Jackson Jr., the layup is good. Maxey with the ball. Going to the right. Kicking out. Oubre a triple. That's good. And all the scrubs now getting ready to come in. Jeff Dowden Jr., Adem Bona, KJ Martin. All the scrubs about set to enter the game. Not a great game here from the 76ers again. I mean, what more do you want them to do? First one at the line is good, by the way, for Scottie Pippen Jr. But, like, Bonus should be this team's backup big man. Like, it cannot be Gershon Yabusele anymore. Second one at the line is good here for Scottie Pippen Jr. Down with the ball here, going to get over to Adem Bona, and that's taken away. Here comes Pippen. Behind the back to Zach Edey, and that is good. Layup is good here down the other end here for Adem Bona. Arabia going to kick it out to Jaren Jackson Jr. A triple for Jackson is good. .7 seconds remain. And Jay Huff and Colin Castleton will both enter the game to replace Jaren Jackson Jr. and Scottie Pippen Jr. I mean, I definitely liked what I saw out of Jared McCain. I mean, he showed a lot of promise today. Down Jr., the shot for two. Can't get it to go. Rebounding here by Dalton. Or rather, I should say that's Jared McCain with the layup. And the layup is good. And this will pretty much just run the clock out. And your Philadelphia 76ers are unfortunately going to fall here to the Memphis Grizzlies by a final score of what looks to be 124 to 107. The 76ers with another loss here to the Memphis Grizzlies. This is a tough one, man. This is a tough one. Tough loss today, ladies and gents, but it doesn't get much easier from here. Because now this team needs to go on the West Coast trip here to face Phoenix, the Clippers, and the Lakers. there you go, guys. There is your final score of this game. The Memphis Grizzlies get the win over the 76ers in this one, 124-107. Sixers were not having a fun day out there for sure. But yeah, man, just trying to kind of like reflect on as to what just went on. And this game was just not good from start to finish. I mean, this team did all they could. I'm just gonna kind of do like a quick summary because I'm just like really tired. Need to get to bed pretty soon. Key players for the Memphis Grizzlies today: Jaren Jackson Jr., John Morant, and then even some of the role players, Jay Huff. Even Jay Huff had more points than John Morant in this game, which is kind of crazy. Jalen Wells was good today. Scottie Pippen Jr., Zach Edey, Santi Aldama. Kelly Oubre with 14 this game. Kyle Lowry with 10. Maxey with 23. Eric Gordon with 10. Jared McCain with 19. They should honestly start Jared McCain if we're being completely honest. I mean, bring as many guys off the bench as you need. Definitely Oubre for sure. Caleb Martin, they'll address his position at the deadline, hopefully. I mean, they just really could not just could not get it going. I'm telling you guys, man, as soon as this team gets Paul George and Joel Embiid back, which Paul George, again, ladies and gents, should return this week sometime during the West Coast trip because he will be traveling with the team. So that does mean that Paul George should be able to come back within the next couple days. One of these next 3 games of the West Coast trip, Paul George will be back for the team, I'm assuming. So, I mean, we shall see what happens, man. I mean, just another performance by the 76ers, which is just not acceptable. Like, off the bench, I mean, Kelly Oubre stepped up when he needed to for you. Kyle Lowry was just being Kyle Lowry. Tyrese Maxey was doing all he could. Eric Gordon was just kind of doing all he could. Jared McCain did everything he could. But then just no other spark anywhere. Like Gershon Yabusele, you got him just jacking up threes. KJ Martin being really good defensively, not so much offensively. And then Drummond only finished with 9 rebounds at the end of this game, which is kind of wild that he didn't finish with double-digit rebounds. And then Caleb Martin definitely just needs to be better. Like 1 of 7 from the field and 0 of 3 from three-point range and 7 of 10 from the free throw line is crazy. You just need to be better than that at the end of the day, though, in terms of the shooting. All these guys need to be better, and it starts by getting healthy and getting Paul George and Joel Embiid back. In addition to these guys stepping up for sure. Overall, the Grizzlies were shooting the ball really well. 55% from the field, 55.2% from the field, 44.4% from 3, and then 76.2% from the free throw line. And as for the 76ers, 46.4% from the field, 41.3% from three, and then 80% from the free throw line. So, not the worst shooting day, but they definitely can build off of this and definitely get better. But yeah, man, just so y'all know, I am just like really tired from streaming both the Ohio State and the from streaming both the Ohio State and the 76ers game today that I just need some rest, man. So I'll probably get off here, guys. It was just kind of like a short post game. But yeah, like I said, I'm just extremely tired and inactive players. I mean, this performance today by Memphis was included with no Marcus Smart, just like key players. No Marcus Smart, no Desmond Bain, and no Luke Kennard. And they still found a way to beat the 76ers by what? Double digits, right? Yeah, they still managed to beat them by 17. I mean, this team just needs to be better. They go on the West Coast trip next, and that should be fun. We won't be streaming any of those games on the channel because they are so freaking late. It's not even funny. But yeah, man. On that note, ladies and gents, that's pretty much going to go ahead and do it for me here in this one. Sixers take the loss to the Memphis Grizzlies by a final score of 124 to 107. And looks like the 76ers will drop to 1-4 on the season, which is not a good sign for them. And the Grizzlies will go up to 4-3 on the year. Again, shout out to the Memphis Grizzlies. They just played a much better game in this one. Shout out to the 8 people, man. Appreciate you for coming through towards the end of the live stream. But yeah, guys, we are probably about set to get out of here. I don't really have too much of anything else to say. Y'all got any final thoughts? Feel free to drop them down below in the chat. NBA, it's fantastic. My beloved Philadelphia 76ers need to regroup. Yeah, absolutely. Especially when they go on the West Coast trip to play the Suns, Lakers, and Clippers all out on the West Coast. So yeah, they definitely need to regroup for sure though. Charles Adderley, absolutely. But it definitely all starts though. I will say it definitely all starts with getting Paul George and Joel Embiid back, which we know for sure Paul George is going to be back in one of these next 3 games for the 76ers because he is traveling with the team for the West Coast trip. And we have yet to hear the status of Joel Embiid though to see if whether or not he will be back and will be traveling with the team. So I guess we'll just find out throughout the rest of the week. And within the next couple of days, we should get a better idea on if Joel Embiid is going to be playing or not. We shall just see. And seeing if he will go with the team for the West Coast trip. Otherwise, he's just going to have to stay home. But on that note, ladies and gents, that's pretty much going to go ahead and do it for me here in this one. Be sure to like and subscribe if you guys have not done so, ladies and gents. And I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace, everybody. Have a great rest of your night, man. God bless and peace.